What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, the first World Cup watch along of 2026. I'm using the green screen background because it was going crazy with the Brazil shirt, so I had to just remove it because I was determined to wear, the Brazilian GOAT people, in my opinion. Oh, you could say Pele, but R9. Well, my favourite player of all time, anyway. But big up to everyone locked in. Late night kickoff. There's later games actually. There's a 2 a.m. game tonight, Scotland against Haiti, and then there's 5 a.m. Turkey against Australia. So it's a late night, and the Knicks play at 1:30 tonight as well. If you're an NBA fan, do you know what I mean? It could be a late night of sport, man. You know what I mean? Knicks against San Antonio. But big up to everyone locked in. Yeah, we definitely have to, do more streams, definitely. But listen, we'll get into the teams, people. Make sure you hit the like button as well and subscribe if you're new. We just went past 112k, so big up everyone. This is the Brazil team. Alisson in goal. Sometimes they actually play Edison, but they've gone with Alisson's experience. Ibanez at right back. He's a natural centre back. Douglas Santos at left back. The two centre backs are Marquinhos and Arsenal's very own, the king of Brazil, Gabriel Magalhaes at centre back. The midfield, Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and Lucas Paqueta in the 10. The front three, Rafinha, Vinicius Jr., who I wanted Arsenal to go for, but looks like we're going for Solis. And Igor Thiago gets the nod up front over Endrick, and also Cunha on the bench as well. So, yeah, City of God settings, man. Lil Z, you know what I mean? Coutinho, yeah, I'll take it, man. Listen, Brazil is just, they say England invented it, Brazil perfected it, and it's just, I think everybody loves watching Brazil, although this ain't the Brazil of years gone by, but there's been worse Brazil teams than this, man. Remember that one with Fred and them lot who was in the team and Hulk? That team was worse than this one. But listen, no disrespect to any Morocco fans locked in. There are some good players in that team as well, and we will be going through their team. They've got Bono in goal, Hakimi at right back, Mazraoui at left back, Riyad, Diop, Bouadi, who Arsenal have been linked with in midfield. We'll get a chance to have a look at him. El Aina, Saberi, El Kanous, Unahi, and Brahim Diaz. I think Brahim Diaz playing up front in like a false nine role. Brahim Diaz, who famously missed the penalty in the AFCON final, trying to dink the keeper. And there it is, just as I said it. Former Chelsea keeper Mendy saved it. Amrabat, Sadan, Talbi, Rahimi, Al Kahouj, Zakaria, Samir, Gassim, Sabai, Ayub, Reda, Howe, and Salah Adin, who used to play for Arsenal's youth team. I think they've released him now. And yeah, he's on the bench. Yeah, the green screen, basically the plain green screen was going mad with the Brazil shirt. It was like all the green was flashing, and then it was all going dark. So it was either take the Brazil shirt off or take the green screen off. And I thought, I've got to wear the R9 shirt for the game. Neymar is in the building. I can't lie, man. I'm looking forward to seeing Neymar play. He's not in the squad tonight. He was seen talking to Travis Scott before the game. Don Carlo Ancelotti. Listen, people, I said it the other day. I've put two bets on. France, I think they're the best team in this competition. They're the team I've backed to win it. Brazil are my outsiders. And I know people go, what? Brazil outsiders, dark horse? It's Brazil. No one's really backing Brazil. So they're my outside bet. I think they're going to cause teams a lot of problems. I think people think if you look at their team, especially the middle of their team, you've got Marquinhos and Gabriel at centre-back. That's as good as anything in the competition at centre-back. Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes in midfield is pretty solid. Not amazing, but it's decent. Casemiro might do all right in international football. And you got Vinicius and Rafinha. I don't know. Maybe, listen, I've seen them lately. They're a bit of a wild team. I'll be very interested to see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to Vinny against Hakimi. That is a crazy matchup. But we're locked in, people. We are locked in. Let's see how Vinny gets on. I've been hyping Vinny up so much the last couple of weeks, just linking him to Arsenal. It's obviously doesn't look like it's going to happen, but let's see what he's about. And as I said, people, I know I'm wearing the R9 kit, but I am neutral. I am. Well, I think I am. I think I am. But if Brazil score, I will probably celebrate. Although it depends who scores. You know, if it's like Casemiro, I ain't really gonna celebrate. But if it's Vinny, if it's maybe Endrick off the bench, the Brazil bench, by the way, Ederson, Alexandro, Cunha, De Silva, Danilo, Bremer, Pereira, Fabinho still makes the Brazil squad. That's mad. Endrick, Luis Henrique, Gabriel Martinelli of Arsenal, and Rayon from Bournemouth makes the bench, people. Keep an eye on Boadi. Yeah, been linked with Arsenal. Plays over there in the French league. I haven't seen much of him, to be honest. Most Africans are supporting Brazil. If you know, you know, says Ab. Interesting. I mean, look, there's a lot of controversy with Morocco because of what happened in the AFCON final. People feel that Senegal were ripped off. There's a lot of debate going on in Africa about whether Morocco are going to be awarded the competition or not. Morocco are your dark horses. Yeah, dark horse is always interesting, isn't it? Like, who's the dark horse? Who are the dark horses that you're thinking outside of the favourites could potentially maybe get to a final, or I don't know. Gabby with a header from a set piece. Oh, bro, come on. Come on. Number 9, R9 business. Still my favourite player of all time, R9. Japan, yeah, Japan I mean, England played them. They're very quick in transition. I don't think they've got enough firepower. Spain are one of the favourites. I don't think you can call them a dark horse. Hey, listen, I'll be honest, man. America were brilliant yesterday. I was really surprised by how good they were. Japan, Holland, is that tomorrow? I was a bit more involved in that because I thought Timber was playing, but obviously he's not. Yeah, Holland, Japan is 9 o'clock tomorrow. Germany, Curacao is 6 o'clock. Kai Havertz, Watchalong against Curacao. Curacao knocked out Jamaica, so man said it's Fred, number 9. Hey, listen, man, no Fred. Hulk used to have a crazy shot, didn't he? This is in the MetLife Stadium. I actually watched Arsenal play in this stadium a couple of years ago against Man United. It was so hot. Like, I don't know, it was just like a sun trap. It was ridiculously hot. Yeah, Donkey Kong watch along. Yeah, I don't know whether we really... Do we want to watch Germany against Curacao? There could be goals in it, though. I reckon they'll smash Curacao. Now I feel like the World Cup is starting. Callum, I'm with you. Like, the World Cup starts when Brazil start. Like, Brazil... This is a dangerous game for Brazil. I'm not going to lie. If they don't play properly, they'll struggle in this game. We changed Martinelli's life. Jimmy, you're right, because... I mean, if Rodrigo was fit, might have been tough for him to get in, but then Rayon got in the squad, so it would have probably been Rayon. I'm really surprised he makes these squads, but it's the level of Brazil now. Dijon said, US have a chance in this tournament, you think? I think they could be the new dark horse with Russell Crowe as manager. I mean, they were good yesterday. They were good. Good to see Balogun scoring, man. I like Balogun. We know that he was pushing for a first-team place at Arsenal, and it didn't really get a chance. Big up Elliot, if the Kroenkes can build anything close to their SoFi Stadium for Arsenal, then wow. Honestly, that stadium is unbelievable. I've been to it twice. It doesn't feel like a football stadium. There's palm trees, there's a beach, there's a lake. It's a crazy stadium. It's unbelievable. I'd love them to build something like that. Can't believe Switzerland drew with Qatar. Yeah, it was... I saw the equaliser. Great header at the back post. I can't believe João Pedro's not in the Brazil squad, man. That's just ridiculous, to be honest. His link-up play is elite as well. He might have actually been better for Rafinha and Vinicius than at Igor Thiago, even though I think Igor Thiago is a good player. But João Pedro's link-up might have helped them. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Midnight in South Africa. Big up to Marak Samuel. R9 in the building. Yeah, he's over there, isn't he? I think Ronaldinho's over there. Curtis, will you apologise to Rafinha? You destroyed him at Leeds. It's crazy how things change, innit, people? Like, when we were linked with Rafinha when he was at Leeds, I was going, that's a bit too much for a Leeds winger. He then goes to Barcelona, and you're like, yeah, maybe we should have got. Just put there he is, R9 in the building. It's footballing greatness. Roberto Carlos as well. Nizzy, the phenomenon in the building. Those that know, they know. Like, he is just the best striker to have ever played the game. Do you think Scotland will beat Haiti? I think they will. Scotty McTominay, man, I'm telling you, he's iconic. No, I'm not behind. What happened? I missed him on the screen, so I rewound it to see him. I had to see. Yeah, the real Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Not Cristiano, R9, Nizzy. Ronaldo. Not Cristiano. Now the World Cup starts, people. Yo, big up MJ. MJ is actually in the comments, but not trolling Arsenal. You know, it's nice that we can have footballing discussions. I'll be honest, even though we won the league and I'm so happy that we did, I'm appreciating having a break from Arsenal. They drained me psychologically last season. I'm enjoying watching the World Cup, man. The only thing that's crazy with the World Cup is so many games in the middle of the night that you're like, do I stay up and do the madness, or do I just watch the extended highlights? We got to see how it. Hey, MJ, relax, man. Curtis, our Portugal dark horses. I think they're so, like, they've got such a good team. It's hard to call them dark horses, isn't it? I don't think Portugal will win the World Cup, and I'm not being horrible. I think Cristiano Ronaldo is a big part of the reason they won't win the World Cup, because I don't think it necessarily helps them having him in the team now. But they try and play to him so much. Lee said, still shocked Jamaica didn't make this World Cup. They're a shambles, mate, honestly. The fact they couldn't make this World Cup, that's just... In the sweepstake, I got Colombia. I mean, they're good. They're very good, but I just don't think they're good enough to win it. They got, in the DR Sports one, yeah, I got Colombia. Who I think could make maybe like a quarterfinal, semi-final, but I don't think they're quite good enough to win it. Big Gabby trained with the Brazil team to take set pieces, devised a new set piece strategy. They were doing American football routines, weren't they? They had like things on their arms. It was all mad. So I bet they do it. Robbie got, who did he get? I can't even remember. He didn't get one of the best countries. He didn't get none of the favourites. He didn't get any of the favourites. I actually can't remember who he got. Today I feel Colombian. Yeah, who've got Colombia? Luis Diaz and them, man, innit? I think they can get... Did he get Holland? That's not bad. That's not bad. I would have took Holland. I mean, I don't think Holland will win it, but they've got one of the best defences in the competition. Van Dijk, Dumfries, Van der Ven. Yeah, I'm moving Brazilian. Today I feel Brazilian, but only the skillful Brazilians. Do you know what I mean? The only reason to support Brazil is for skill. So I need to see Vinicius dropping stepovers. You should be asleep right now. Hey, listen, man. I know you lot call me unks, but I can stay up late. You know what I mean? Vinny versus Hakimi. That's the battle. That is the battle. Vinny versus Hakimi. Martinelli will come on and rinse Hakimi. Yeah, if only he'd have done that in the Champions League final. Here from Spanish Town. I have to say, man, when I've been to Jamaica, like, they love Brazil. They love Brazil in Jamaica, you know, because they know that... I think it's such a shame what's happened in Jamaica. Like, 1998, they ain't seen a World Cup since. It's crazy. Yeah, the green screen, I had a choice. The green screen wasn't accepting the Brazil kit. It was going mad. So it was either turn the green screen off or take the Brazil shirt off. And I wasn't willing to compromise. We are wearing the R9 legendary kit. Just here supporting Big C, not feeling the World Cup with her. It's It's strange, I'll be honest. There's a lot of stuff going on in this World Cup that just, I don't know. But I think once the big teams start to kick in, we start to put it all out of our mind and just say, you know what, we've got 3, 4 games of football on every day. Enjoy your summer, man, whether you're an Arsenal fan, Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, whoever. It's stressful supporting Premier League clubs, man. I'm just going to enjoy watching football. I might, yeah. We'll be there. We will be there. I could have actually done the R9 haircut for banter. Nah, I'm joking. That's a bit too far. You're going too far this time. We're about to kick off. We're underway, people. And look, Morocco booting the ball out for a throw-in. European football. This stadium will be absolutely, I would say, 80 to 90% Brazil fans. I saw Times Square on online, and it was just pure Brazilian fans. Obviously, a lot of Brazilians live in America. But Morocco, a very good team. I think this is one of the biggest stadiums in America. It's huge, like 90,000. But big up to everyone locked in. We are underway. Brazil against Morocco. Jamaicans mostly support Brazil. We can relate. Jazillions. Man said Jazillions. Loving the shirt. Yeah, it's heritage. You know what I mean? Big up Pat, who says, big up Big C and the C Unit champions. I almost forgot you were doing a dot along. We're here, people. I said I wouldn't kick off for the World Cup until, you know, one of the games really caught me. Yeah, there's a lot of political things going on in America. I saw that Ivory Coast, I don't think any fans from Ivory Coast are allowed in America, and Senegal, because they're on like the banned list of, you know, there's certain countries that are banned from visiting America. And so some of these countries are going to have no fans over there, unless there's obviously people from those countries in America. It's a bit crazy. Score prediction, I'm going 2-1 Brazil. I don't think they'll be very comfortable. Morocco got some good players. Yeah, Bruno, listen, I've said before, if you're going to Newcastle with 75, 80 million, I'd rather sign Bruno than Tonali. He's more creative. He gets forward more. I think Tonali and Rice is too. I don't think there's enough creativity there. I think Bruno is actually the better midfielder. Big up Total Hits. He said it's midnight in Sweden, tuning in with a Monster can. Do you know what? I never drink those drinks, man. But I know people love them, don't they? Monster and Red Bull and them. I never drink them drinks. Yeah, the green screen, man. I had to sacrifice it for the Brazil shirt. Next game, I'll sort it out. Come on, Brazil, man. I need to see some skill. Get Vinny on the ball. Get Rafinha on the ball. Morocco dominating early on. I want to see this Bouadi guy. That's a foul. Free kick, Morocco. You're going 4-2 Brazil. I'm not sure we'll get that many goals, but it'd be good. Jimmy said Brahim to Arsenal. Yeah, he was linked with earlier in the season. He was linked. I think was he at Man City? I think he was at City, wasn't he, Brahim? So Arteta would have worked with him. Switzerland blew it, wasted so many chances. I actually didn't watch that Switzerland game. I had it on at the end. I saw the penalty and then I saw the equaliser. But I didn't watch the game, I'll be honest. Tonali's injury prone. Plus, knowing us, people, we'll sign him, we'll get done for betting again and get banned for 6 months. How many World Cup caps has Arteta got for Spain? I don't think he got what. He never played for Spain, did he? He never got a cap. He was trying to play for England. But yeah, that's MJ's little. But that one doesn't affect me. Let's do the Knicks watch along. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Brazil went from R9 to Igor Thiago. Ireland went from Robbie Keane and Long to Parrott and Ida. Wales went from Bale and Ramsey to Brennan Johnson and Dan James. France went from Ribery to Barcola. I mean, yeah, it's football, innit? It's football in general. Then there's not many countries where you look and go, their striker or is better than the one they had 15, 20 years ago. But it's a different game, innit? It's a different game. I I'm just trying to think. Is there any... Paqueta's back in Brazil now, and he's lunged in there, lost the ball. Honestly, not sure. Well, Paqueta actually won't. He won't play if... In fact, he would play ahead of Neymar. I don't think Neymar would start. I don't think Neymar would actually start. He's not fit enough. New York will be lit today if Brazil and the Knicks win. Oh, mate, if the Knicks win the championship tonight, that city's going to erupt. Here come Morocco. Heavy touch. Brazil have hardly touched the ball. Hope England lose. Bring my Arsenal players back. Well, I actually put this on AFTV. I said I hope some of the Arsenal players get knocked out, and they were going, "Oh, but that won't help their confidence." I said, "Bro, only one team can win the tournament. We don't need all of our players in the latter stages." Yeah, so I hope some of them get knocked out. Scotland, Brazil, and Nick's party would be great. Yeah, Scottish fans, man, they know how to celebrate, man. I actually look at Scott McTominay as a top midfielder now, which is crazy, isn't it? Because at United, I was calling him McChicken Sandwich. And now, like, I've seen people in Napoli saying, yeah, this is one of the biggest players since Maradona. Oh, he's got absolutely rinsed. Morocco. Chance for Morocco. Oh, cleared. No, who was that? Who's that number 3 who's just twisted Ibanez like that, man? Morocco got some techie ballers. He got absolutely rinsed. Dropped a step over on him. It's a great, but they should have scored there. Edge of the box. Doesn't hit it well. Nah, bobble into the ground. Terrible Tekka's edge of the box. Brazil getting smoked. My dark horse shout for Brazil might be out the window. They look like they can't keep the ball. Problem you got is Casemiro at like, what, 34 years of age in that crazy heat in America. What a ball. Morocco are smoking him. Drilled wide, tight angle. Hakim is basically up front. He's saying it was a corner. Ref says no. No, I want to know who... That was deflected, actually. Morocco are all over them. Goes out for a goal kick. Brazil are getting cooked. But it's early in the game. I've got a feeling Brazil are going to be a moments team. I don't think they're going to dominate games on the ball. They don't really... They love Paqueta, don't they? I rate him, but... Oh, what is that? I told you, Casemiro. He's not that good anymore, man. That's why Man U have binned him, because he can't run. He's had a good year at United, because United have played one game a week. World Cup, you're going to have to play every, 4 days in the mad heat? Yeah, that dark horse Brazil shout don't look too good, but you never know. Sometimes teams grow into the competition. Here they are. Go forward, bro. Vinny wants it. Here's Vinny. He's going to have to move off that. Was that Mazraoui who dropped that step over? That was crazy. He shaved his hair, hasn't he? I didn't recognise him. Yeah, he's at left back. Mazraoui. Man United fullback. Big Gabby ain't playing no games. Well, we're watching for a few reasons. Big Gabby at centre back. Buadi centre mid. Let's see how good he is. And then Martinelli off the bench, if he gets off the bench. Problem is, for him to come on would probably mean Vinny comes off. Oh, poor shot. Who was that? Was that Douglas Santos? I think Brazil's fullbacks are a bit of a problem, man. That Ibanez at right back is basically a centre back. This is Buadi, isn't it? Aye. Aye. They're techie, man. Oh, he shot block. Yo. That's a foul, ref. Even though it's a free kick, you can just see that Buadi, you can just tell already. You know, straight away, I feel like you can tell how a player touches the ball and moves the ball. He's techie. Let's see what happens. Is that Gabby? Yo, nah, Hakimi, relax, man. We're going in with your shoulders like that. You know, Gabby, we need him back next season. Yeah, Gabby's all right, man. You know what I mean? I'm going like that. You've already won the Champions League. How much more damage you want to do? Curtis, do the stand cry. Did I ever do the stand one? I think I was, hey, be excited. That was Josh, but not. I ain't even. Did I do a stand one before? Look at him. MJ can't help himself, you know. He said Mbappe's better than any French striker. Check the tapes. Just relax, MJ. Yeah? I know you love Arsenal slander. Yo, Thierry's better than him, man. Thierry won the champs, won the Prem. Oh, Brazil are getting cooked. Morocco on the attack. Edge of the box. Twist up. Twist up. Good tackle. Free kick. Paqueta Casemiro, not convinced. I don't think Igor Thiago should start either. I know it's a bit early to... I'm not writing Thiago off because I haven't seen him up front for Brazil often. I think Cunha should be in this. I would have gone Cunha. Maybe in the 10. And Hendrick up front. I want to see the movement. Bro, Mbappe himself would probably say Thierry's better than him. Hum's fave gamer. Big up to you, bro, with the super sticker. Oh, no, he's put a chat in. Big up to the C unit. And the C stands for champion, people. Champion unit. Oh, Brazil, you're a mess. They can't complete 2 passes. Here come Morocco again. They genuinely can't get out of their half. This is why, when I look at a team like Spain are one of the favourites, because they will just bop you in midfield in 35-degree heat, and you're just going to chase it. And Rodri will just go, yep, give it me back, yep. Zubimendi, yep. Pedri, yep. In fact, Zubimendi don't stop, but those teams that can bop you in midfield will be very effective. Portugal will probably keep the ball a lot as well. Bernardo Silva, Vitinha. Brazil are getting... They're all over the place. Morocco are very techie, man. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Getting Olayed in the 11th minute. It's madness. Big up Ryan, who said, can you give a shout out to his new baby daughter, Leo? Big Arsenal fan. Yeah, man. Imagine being born in the year of champions. You know what I mean? Where is Vinny Jr.? I don't think he's touched the ball. He touched it once. They look stiff. They just don't look... They just... Do you know the problem? Now, I'll tell you the biggest problem, Tony. He said that. I'll tell you the problem. Back in the day, Brazilians, they didn't come to Europe till they were maybe 21, 22. So they'd have that upbringing in Brazil, playing in the streets. Then they make it pro. They have that 4 or 5 year period in Brazil where it's tough, it's physical. You go and look at Neymar's videos when he was at Santos. They were kicking him all over the pitch. So he learned to ride challengers and twist people up. Now, you're 16, 17 years of age, they're buying you. Because they label you. They go, oh, he's the new Rivaldo, he's the new Romario, he's the new Neymar. And someone in Europe will go, yeah, buy him, buy him. Hendrick, yeah, oh, yeah, Hendrick, go and buy him at 16. So by the time these players are 21, 22 years of age, they don't even play like Brazilians. They play like Spanish players or French or whatever. They don't even... You look at most of these Brazilians, they don't even play like Brazilians. The European players, how like, a lot of their style. And that's the problem. Come on, here we go, Vinny. Up against Hakimi. Got the cross in. Oh, what a chance. Yo, that's a chance, you know, Thiago. You got to get your head on that, bro. This ain't Brentford. Vinny's done him, by the way. Look at Vinny, bro. Man can't... Look. Yeah, come on, Thiago. That's poor, bro. He scores that. That's a sitter, by the way. Look how Vinny's smoked Hakimi there, bro. That's a goal. He's meant to just nod that in the corner. Man can't tell me. Not smoked, but he's done him. He's done him. In a short space as well. You got to score that, bro. I'm telling you. That's what I said. Igor Thiago, it's a big step up, bro. I'm telling you, identity crisis. Brazil, but they play like... Bro, Vinny's on a next level, bro. These man... Quality football. Yeah, it's the coaching. Coaches are too involved as well. That's another major reason. I feel like back in the day, we didn't care as much about managers. But now they're at the forefront. Laser said, "I'm sending you a Moroccan shirt." Hey man, I'm still disappointed with what they've done with that AFCON final, man. It was poor. Arteta and Vinny, yeah, it wouldn't that slight. It's just, but do you know what it is? I think there has to be a time where Arteta understands that if you ever want one of the best players, they're going to come with attitude and ego. I know Arsenal want to sign a star and then turn him into a superstar. That's his ideal scenario with that good attitude. But you look at a lot of the best players, man. Like, if I said to you now, who's the best players in the world? You're going to say Mbappe. He comes with a lot of baggage. I suppose there's a few. You could say Harry Kane. He's got a great attitude. Oh, Igor Thiago. That miss gets worse. Look at R9. R9 and Carlos. R9 sitting there like, bro, man. He'd have been running off wagging his finger already, doing the aeroplane celebration. Well, listen, I said this a lot, people, that they throw attitude problems at players that some of them don't even have attitude problems. Oh, Vinny's got an attitude problem. Okay, why do you think that? I don't know. He dances in front of the corner flag and no, like people just say that. Like you've never heard anyone at Real Madrid say that Vinny's got an attitude problem. You know what I mean? He winds up opposition fans. Thiago, yeah, I think, as I said, I would have played Cunha or Hendrick ahead of him. But listen, give him his chance. Give him his chance. How good was Faustino Asprilla at Newcastle? Yeah, he was good. Love his celebration, the cartwheel and that. I remember he scored a hat-trick against Barcelona, man. He was good. He was good. Um, Turns stars into flashlights. What do you see, guys? Oh, guys. SG said, would you take Kane on a 3-year deal? Yeah, I would. I would. I don't get caught up in emotion. He's one of the best strikers in the world. His game isn't built around pace. He'd be unreal at Arsenal. But ain't going to happen. R9 would come. R9 would have scored that even now. Come on, Brazil, man. Get on the ball a little. I'm just looking at the bench. Have they actually picked the best team? I don't know. I don't know if there's people on the bench who should be playing. I suppose you could only they haven't really got another good centre mid, have they? Come on. Oh, Igor Thiago couldn't reach it. Can't have Kane at Arsenal. Nah, man. Bro, Sol Campbell came straight from Tottenham to Arsenal. We didn't care. I wouldn't get caught up in. Imagine Kane. We all know as well, deep down, he was an Arsenal fan as a kid. Imagine Kane coming to Arsenal and winning the Prem at Arsenal. That's the amount of ammunition we'd have for Tottenham. It'd be unreal. But yeah, obviously ain't going to happen. I do think he'll come back to the Prem at one stage, though, because he wants that Premier League record. Nah, Brazil, man. You're making my eyes hurt. This ain't Brazil. Where's the silk? I told you, these men come to Europe too quick. They ain't allowed to do stepovers in Europe. Come on. Keep the ball a little bit. Here we go. Give it him. Vinny. Oh, you got... Is he offside or is it a corner? Hakimi's not happy, man. It's a good ball as well, man. They're getting better, man. Oh, he was actually onside. Lucky to get a corner. Vinny and Rafinha, that's the key for them. Corner to Brazil. Kane can play 10 as well. Yeah, his link-up play is ridiculous. Curtis, would you take Vinny and Rodgers for Odegaard, Gyökeres, Martinelli and Trossard? Yes, yes, and hell yes. That's not even a hard question. Odegaard, come on. Martinelli, yeah. Trossard, Gyökeres, all right, we lose a bit of a celebration. I'll survive on Vinny, Havertz, Saka, if I had to. You know what I mean? For a year. Havertz just pass the ball to the wingers. Here we go. Gabriel Magalhaes. Apparently they've been working on set pieces all week. Make it a good delivery. Bruno G whips it in. Headed away, edge of the box, Vinny. Oh, take a touch, man. They're forced all the way back. Big up Normski in the chat, man. Big up Normski. Gabby set piece. Come on. Corner, 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 corner. It wasn't a bad delivery. Got to see Neymar this World Cup, bro. We're going to see him. We will be there. Even if that game's 3 a.m., I'm doing a watch along. Half asleep. There ain't many players left in football that belong to the streets where they're the players we've got to watch. And Neymar playing for Brazil, you got to be there for that. You know, that is... You got to remember, this is the last dance for a lot of players. This is Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar's last World Cup. Then you throw in people... Oh, he's in 1v1, Morocco! They've scored! Morocco take the lead! Oh, there we go. Brazil are all over the place. What a finish, by the way. That didn't even look like Alisson was in goal. Wow, what a through ball. Brazil defence got split in half. Alisson looking like Russell Crowe in goal. I don't know what's going on there. Morocco deserved the lead. So quick in transition. Brazil centre-backs got split. Send Big Gabby home, man. What a through ball that is. Great finish. Brazil, your two centre-backs. In fact, oh, man, you split. Alisson, what's the point running out of your area? Wow, look at Gabriel. It's been a long season. Yo, that finish is disgusting. What a finish. Alisson's outside the area, so when he lifts it, he can't even try and save it. Yo, listen, Big Gabby's had a long season, man. If Brazil have to go out... Wow, that through ball, two centre-backs all over the place. Yeah, the dark horse looking real dark. I'm telling you, man. The dark horse looking real dark. Gabby and Marquinhos there, positioning is terrible. Two centre-back, striker runs through the middle. One of you's got to go and close that space. Brazil, 0. Morocco, 1. Fantastic finish. Sabari. What a dink. 19 goals for PSV Eindhoven this season. Could be, well, you know, Don Carlo will get the sack if they don't do well, man. They ain't got the patience in Brazil. He's picked the wrong team, I'm telling you. I said Gabriel was wearing lead boots. Long season, man. Long season. Listen, I'm not saying this to downplay Gabriel, by the way. But when I've told you all that Saliba is better than Gabriel, he's better than Gabriel. Because Saliba looks unreal for France as well. They're having a water break. We'll probably get... Yeah, that stadium looks unreal. Hairlines and veneers were everywhere, man. Absolutely everywhere. Now, that finish was cold, I can't lie. I don't know what Alisson was doing. I don't know why he's running out of the penalty area. Somebody said there's some updates with Arsenal. I'm just looking. Oh, I think this is quite a big one, somebody said. I can't. Somebody said that Barcola's made a transfer request. I don't know if it was like confirmed properly though. So it says basically PSG willing to let Bradley Barcola leave if they bring in another attacker, as the player has declined a new deal. The sale is 50-50 depending on if they bring in a replacement. Interested in Yan Diamande, who is also a target of Liverpool. So yeah, there's not... Listen, I think we know if PSG get in another winger, they'll sell him. But Yeah, I'm with you, J Dime. I'm totally with you. He said I would spend the whole budget on Vinny. Yeah, I would. I'd do three quarters of it. We need one or two other players, but yeah. If honestly, if somebody said to me right now, you can get Vinny for 150 million, I'd do it. I say, yeah, pull the trigger. We can make a lot of the money back. I think Arsenal are in a situation where they can break their transfer record this summer because if we sell properly, I reckon we can make 100 million. But it depends how many players we're willing to sell. That includes me selling players like Odegaard. I don't think they will sell Odegaard. So, who is the Greek guy out wide? Big up Buenos Aires Guna, man. I did a video earlier. I mean, I don't know much about him. Solis, it's got great numbers. Obviously, it's in the Belgium league, which isn't a top league. He's going to be about 34 million. I think what people have to remember, which is something that I always say, remember that Berta's philosophy is he gets deals to the point where it's ready to finish. So he will negotiate with the club, negotiate with the player. Yep, it's all agreed. And then he'll do it with other players. He's notorious for it. So if Arsenal want a left winger, he'll go and do 3 or 4 left wing deals and then present them to Arsenal and then they'll pick them and then they'll leave them. So just because this Solis is, we're in talks with him, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to sign him. It just means he's on the radar and we're trying to get the deal agreed. But yeah, listen, obviously there's a very good possibility we are going to sign him. But I think we were doing similar things last season as well in terms of Sesko and players like that. Right, we're back underway from the water break. Put the Arsenal jersey back on Gabriel, yeah? Big up to Tony. Fave Gamer said the squad was contaminated by Peru Nelly. A true gent said I'm Welsh, but Morocco and Turkey to win. Inshallah, he said. They're playing 5 a.m., right? Australia. I think Turkey will beat Australia. I kind of want to watch that game as well because I want to watch Yildiz. I'm telling you, this might get worse for Brazil. They're getting overran completely. Here's Hakimi. He drags it wide. Yo, Brazil are getting battered. That midfield is running like it's got a caravan on its back. Casemiro in 35-degree heat at the end of a season. Wow, they're getting battered. You got a centre-back at right-back. Pass the ball, Ibanez, man. Come on, Brazil, man. Fix up. You're going to get clamped. Casemiro, bro. What are you doing? What is that? Casemiro, bro. He should be commentating. He should be in the studio doing punditry work at half time, not playing centre mid in the blistering heat in New Jersey. Like, what are we doing? You see how much energy this Morocco team's got? Oh, my days. Brazil playing like England. It's not favela ball. It's crazy, Stephen. They're not even playing favela ball. At least favela ball's got a bit of silk and skill attached to it. Ian says, big up Curtly, been a long few weeks without your streams. I've got nothing to watch during work hours. I got France in my sweepstake. Woo! You might be in there. I think France will win it, but you never know. You can't write off Spain because they're just going to keep the ball. Brazil look a yard off the speed of this game. It looks too quick for them. Look at even there. Look how he's done that left back there. Oh, man. I'm getting frustrated watching them. Bro, Casemiro don't play for you no more, man. You know what I mean? I know he's been one of your players, MJ, but, but you're right. Yeah, Gabriel was all over the place for the goal. But what he does for Brazil, I'm not worried about that. He's a champion for Arsenal. Morocco only played 1-1 against Norway. Big up Bjorn. I'm looking forward to watching Norway. What Odegaard and Haaland do. Free kick to Morocco. Whipped him. Free header. Cleared away. Their defending is dreadful. Mukiele as a Ben White replacement. I rate him. Morocco could be in. It's blocked again. They've given it away again. Oh, and the shot straight at the keeper. That Mukiele, by the way, is very good. I always rated him, even when he was at PSG. I couldn't believe. Oh, this Paqueta. Paqueta's probably got a bet on Morocco to beat them. You know what I mean? This guy's another one betting scandals as well. Wow. Paqueta, Casemiro, Igor Thiago. Get them out of this team. But then they've got Fabinho on the bench. He's probably older than Casemiro, or about as old as him. Paqueta's got bets on Morocco. Casemiro, they should mic him up at half time, bring him in the studio. He should be a pundit. This is actually quite sad. I swear down. Man all hyped up to watch Brazil. This is what the hype is about. Oh, no. Shot goes over. Hairline and veneers everywhere, bro, with Gabriel. Gabriel should be on holiday, man. Getting a shape up. HD cuts. Who's that? Tom Brady? Or am I wildly off? I don't know who that is. Who was that on the screen, people? Was that Tom Brady, or have I got it all wrong? Man said we're watching Australia. Bro, I'm telling you, man, home and away and neighbours. Sunset Beach. I don't know what's going on here. This ain't Brazil. They've been space jammed. To be fair, when you really look at this Brazil team, it was Tom Brady, right? Yeah. When you look at this Brazil team, really, Vini, Rafinha, I mean, I thought Bruno Guimaraes, but he don't look great in this team, but he's got a pensioner next to him in Casemiro. Gabriel and Marquinhos. But Gabby was scrambling on that first goal, I can't lie. I said Jamaica would beat Brazil. They couldn't even beat Curacao. Come on, Vinny. Give us something to be excited about. Nah, look at... Come on, man. Come on, Vinny. Get going. Get going, Vinny. Get going, Vinny! Vinny Jr.! That's what I'm talking about. Spend all of the money on him. Blow the whole budget on him, people. Oh, his attitude's bad. Are you crazy? That's why we should buy him. Baller. Vinicius Jr. Top corner. What a player. One of the best wingers on the planet, people. What are we talking about? What a goal, Vinicius Jr. Top bins, number 7, bang. Look at him. Gets it back, out wide. Can he cut inside? Too sharp. Hold that, top bins, bang. Spend all the money on him. No Solace, no Rogers, no nothing. Yo, I don't care. Yeah, I don't want no one. Yeah, if we got 200 mil to spend it all on him. Vinny Jr. Yo. Vinny Jr., one of the only real Brazilians on that pitch. I'm telling you now, what are we talking about? Vinny Jr. 1-1. Bang. That's what I'm talking about. Baller. Baller. I'm telling you, man, just, keep Trossard on the bench. And buy Vinny, man. Vinicius Jr. Right, game's on now. I said 2-1, didn't I, Brazil, but I think we might get more goals than that. Game's so open. Don't get it twisted. Brazil are still playing terrible. They can't handle them in midfield. They're getting overrun. Yeah, I didn't really know. Like, was Baradi a 6 or an 8? He looks good though. People question him. Yeah, it's mental. Would you take Timber's brother? I haven't seen much of him, man. He went to Marseille, didn't he? I don't really know how good he is. Casemiro's running in quick. Bro, I swear down, Casemiro. That Man United season made people think Vinny or Rogers. Oh, come, mate. That ain't even a question. It's not even close. It's not even close. Goalkeeper dive for show. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes keepers know. Yeah, I heard Timber's brother didn't do that well this season, but I don't know. The water break affected Morocco. The thing with Morocco, they've had a lot of half chances where the final shot has not been good. Free kick though to Morocco, headed away. But that's a good ball. Alisson does well, punches it away. Yeah, Brazil, I think the substitutes might give them a chance, though. They've got good players on the bench. Late on, I'd be bringing on Cunha and Endrick. Ball goes through to Alisson. What's up, C? This World Cup is favourable to young teams. Brazil are struggling due to old age. This heat is a killer. The thing is, you've got three centre mids, really, who haven't... I mean, Bruno's got energy, but he's been injured a lot this season. Paqueta's not the most energetic, and Casemiro, his legs look gone. They need a younger midfielder. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know who they've got. Huh? Yeah, Bruno G. Yeah, yeah, he's in there, but he's been injured a lot this season. I think you're right though. Does it favour younger teams? Yeah, for energy, but I think it's about keeping the ball. Because look, Rodri's like nearly 30. Spain have got players who are older, but they'll just keep the ball and make you run around after them. Don't want Vinny at Arsenal. Yeah, oh yeah, why would you want Vinny at Arsenal? He got a bad attitude apparently. What is the minimum for Arsenal next season? I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Because I could sit here and say we've got to win the Premier League next season. It's very hard to go back to back. You've got to make the right signings. But I look at it and I say City with a new manager, Liverpool, Chelsea, new manager, Man United pretty much with a new manager. Tottenham are nowhere near good enough and they've got a new manager. We're the most settled team. So we should be one of the favourites to win the title. But that City team is still top quality. Like, it's... But without Pep, I want the Champions League. Oh, that'll be a yellow. Who is that? Oh, just take him off, man. Just take Casemiro off. Just book him the flight. Say, listen, go take your family on holiday, man. And Gabriel was getting spun as well. Gabby wants to go on holiday, man. He's had a lot. A lot's happened to him this season. Vinny too, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe not the fans. Maybe the club. You know, I don't think Arsenal and Arteta like those attitudey black players. Do you know what I mean? Them ones, they like the well-behaved, quiet ones. And Vinny ain't that, is he? Aubameyang wasn't that. You know, a lot of people are like that though in football. I'll be honest with you. A lot of these. Come on, Vinny, man. Yo, just don't, man. We need to sign him. Look at this goal. Keeper, don't dive, mate. 101 kilometers per hour. Look at Travis Scott. Vinny, bro. Man's got the streets, bro. You know what I mean? But I don't think Arteta wants the streets at Arsenal. He wants the suburbs. Come on, Brazil, please. Igor Thiago's got to get involved in this game as well, man. He's got to get involved. Big up Pierre, big up Big C and the champion community. Why did it look like half the Brazilian team wasn't excited after the goal? They're not into it. Well, ultimately, it's an equaliser against, you know what I mean? It's not like they were 2-1 up. I think the mentality in Brazil has always got to be, you're here to win the World Cup. And they're not playing very well. Come on, Rafinha, man. Mazraoui does well. Problem with Rafinha is he's... Oh, come on, man. Rafinha's been on the left for the last 2 years at Barca. So now he's got to adapt to being back on the right. Although he does play on the right for Brazil and he played on the right at Leeds. So it's not like something that he can't do. Yeah, he is left-footed. So he do, yeah, he can do it. Big up Joe said, big up from South Texas. Big C, would you prefer Arsenal won a domestic treble? Would you prefer Arsenal winning a domestic treble with an invincible Prem or a Champions League? Whatever option has the Champions League in it, I want that option. Yeah, I need the Champions League more than anything. Look at this Igor Thiago, bro. This ain't Brentford. Hold the ball. Listen, he needs time to adapt, but have Brazil got time for him to adapt? He hasn't been playing for them that much in the build up to this game, so I'm surprised that they've just thrown him in for the World Cup. I think Carlo likes strikers that can hold the ball up, but is he good enough? What a ball. Oh, a bit of a bounce, unlucky. Big up Jamrock Gunners, man. Bless up Curtis here, same way, bro. Big up yourself, bro. MJ, Gabby needs root canal. Man said he's a scrub. Nah, bro. Even though I like the jokes, let's not forget he's better than every defender at Man United. Yeah, so let's not get you've just give Harry Maguire a new contract. Like, let's be honest. There's levels to this, bro. Gabby would be your best defender. But I hear you. Yeah, he might need some time off. Alfred said, drop Lucas Paqueta in a deeper role next to Bruno. Bring Cunha in as a false nine. Move Rafinha to the 10. And bring Rayon on the right. Casemiro and Igor off. That Rayon's actually good. Ah, Neymar. We need Neymar playing. I just hope, because I haven't seen much of him in Brazil, I just hope he's still got something left. GG said, Big C, big up from Indiana, USA. Why is no one talking about Alex Scott from Bournemouth? He's been linked with Man United. Good player. Go on, Vinny, get that. Oi, he went flying in there. He jumped out the way. This is where they struggle, Brazil. Transition. Yeah. Look, they've got 4 players in the box. Oh. I'll be honest, yeah. If they play like a Spain, they're just chasing the ball for half the game, this Brazil team. That midfield is, I just don't know I don't even know what the plan is. They need 3 water breaks in this first half. I'm telling you, they are knackered. They'll be chasing the ball around if they play like a Spain or something, man. I'm telling you. Oh dear, my centre back has won the World Cup, bro. We can do. Mustafi, when he was at Arsenal, was a World Cup winner. It don't really mean much unless you're a pivotal member of that World Cup winning team. But big up MJ. I thought we was like, you know what I mean, putting the weapons down and just gonna talk internationally. Still coming for Arsenal. You have to remember we are the champions of this country. Just because we're playing World Cup football, you know, don't forget we are the champions. And you ain't won the title for 13 years, bro. So talk to us nicely, bro. 13 years since United lifted any major silverware. Foul. They want a yellow. And he's got one. I'm convinced he wasn't given a yellow then until their players got around him. Is that Ibanez? Yeah, that's a yellow. On the break. Just wipes him out, Brahim Diaz. They're asking for 100 mil for Scott. I think every decent player now, especially if you're English. Yeah, how much for him? Yeah, 100 mil. Should we just call it 100 mil? They're all 100 mil. It's crazy. This Elliot Anderson deal has just destroyed the market. People saying it's Declan Rice. No, Declan Rice was starting for England and had won a European trophy and had had 3 or 4 years at West Ham to establish himself. Like, players are having 1 year and they're going, yeah, 100 mil. It's like, wow. Come on, Brazil. Apart from Vinny, they've done nothing. Even Rafinha's been quiet. They can't get the ball to him. That's a poor pass. Brahim Diaz. Techie baller. Come on, Brazil. What you got? Yeah, the inflation's crazy. That's why as well that I think Arsenal are crazy if they sell Ethan this summer, because English players are going for 100 mil. Now, I'm not saying that Ethan's worth 100 mil. Obviously, hasn't done enough to be worth 100 mil. But I'd be looking at Ethan going, well, he's 19. If he ends up in this Arsenal team and does well, that price is just going to skyrocket. I reckon if we sold Ethan this summer, we get like 35, 40 million from him, because he's had a bad season, hardly played, gone on loan to Marseille, didn't play much. His value is low. You'd be crazy to sell him. Look at Skelly now. If Skelly plays centre mid for Arsenal next season and does well, his value goes through the roof. Left-footed teenager midfielder playing for Arsenal. Anderson's a 60 million player. Do you know what it is? It's number one, you've got to have English players in your squad. Number two, if you're really honest, if you need a number 8 right now in Europe, Elliot Anderson is actually one of the top number 8s that's probably available. There's not many. City are looking at it going, yeah, we'll have him in the team for the next 5 years. I think he's only 23. By the way, Morocco, they bop. They play good football, man. Elliot Anderson's 23. If he goes Man City, he could be their centre midfielder till he's 30, to be honest. When you look at like Bernardo Silva, I think 9 years he's been at Man City. So I get it. And they've got the money. Yeah, Brady looks decent. It's techie, isn't he? Mad techie as well. 4 minutes added on at the end of the half. Rice and Anderson would actually be very good at Arsenal, but his price is too high. I don't think Arsenal would do it. Morocco number 6, yeah, that's Bouadi. Yeah, they want like 60 million for him, but like I said, man, 100 mil for Prem players. Oi! Oi, Paqueta with the overhead. Saved by the goalkeeper. Oh, Scissor, yeah. Paqueta, the first year maybe that he went to West Ham, I really rated him. I thought like, yo, I'd potentially take him at Arsenal, but he just faded. Obviously, West Ham's team was poor, so I think he's gone. Flamengo, is it? He's gone to now. Brady is cheaper and younger and better than Anderson. I mean, I haven't seen enough of him really to say whether he's better, but he does look good. He looks very technically gifted. Corner to Brazil. 2 minutes left to half time. Rafinha to take it. Whipped in. Oh, great flick on. Goes all the way across goal. Marquinhos. You know why I've got a respect for him? Because when Gabby missed the penalty, he didn't celebrate. He ran over to him and hugged him and gave him words of encouragement, which I thought, I respect that. And I saw something that Marquinhos missed the penalty in a shootout. I don't know if it was for Brazil or PSG. Was it World Cup? Yeah, he hit the post, and so obviously he understood what he was going through. Yeah. That one. Like I said, how is João Pedro not in this squad? He's better than Igor Thiago. I know Thiago's scored more than him, but he can't talk to him technically. I think they picked him on the hype of his season. Curtis, Arsenal put down 130 million each on Vinny and Anderson. Is that enough for us to go again? Yeah, I think it would be. You're signing one of the best left wingers in the world, who's just lost the ball, and you're signing one of the best 8s in the Prem. That's the thing. Even though on one hand I'm going, yeah, Anderson's overrated, he's genuinely one of the best 8s in the Prem. And he's 23. And he's English, which has a lot of tax attached to it. I actually think if Anderson goes to Man City, he'll ball out there. Yo, that's naughty, man. Get Hakimi sent off for that. I think the studs are up. I think they're low enough that it's not a red. Studs him on the foot there. That should have been a yellow card. Yeah, bro, Igor Thiago is like 24. He looks about 44. He must have had a stressful life, man. How old is it? 24 years of age. 24, bro. He's played all over Europe. Ludogorets. He was at Bruges. Yeah, someone said that earlier when we were talking about Solis. Half-time whistle goes. He got 18 goals for Bruges, and then Kane Prem got 22 goals. Half-time whistle goes 1-1, people. Decent first half. Vinny's fuming. He's saying he should have got booked, Hakimi. He's not happy. Studded him on his foot. Imagine R9 seeing Igor Thiago play. You might as well give him your boots. I think R9 could have ran more than he ran in that half. What's the bomber? Where people... Where's the bomber coming from? Hand of Arsenal bomber. We'll have a look. Yeah, Boadi looks very good. Where's this hand of Arsenal bomber? Let's have a look what he's saying. Hand of Arsenal bomber. Make it a good one. Where is this bomber? I'm not seeing it. I'm not even seeing anything from it. Are we referring to what he said? He said, when the time is right, we will discuss Morgan Rogers. Patience is the master of the situation. That was 5 hours ago. Unless this... am I missing? Is there another one, people? Fake bomber. Yeah, we're talking to the one from earlier. Let's get the halftime tweet out. What should we say? Boadi looks very good. Brazil. Thiago looks way off it. Right. Do you know what? Streaming late reminds me of when my channel started. I used to stream at like 11 o'clock at night. I used to say, look, man, I got a small channel. You know what I mean? Let me stay out the way of the traffic, you know, and everyone was streaming. So I say, I'll go live at like 11 o'clock. This reminds me of the good old days, people, you know what I mean? Now I just stream anytime. I don't care who's live. But them times there, I was staying out the way. Yeah, you're right. Like, what is the point of VAR? Hakimi has studded him there. The ref has missed it. Why have they not gone back to it as he's coming off there? Doesn't make sense. Big up MJ, where'd you get that kit from? I got it from Pro Direct. I got it about 2 years ago. They re-released about 2 or 3 Brazil kits. They did the Ronaldinho one as well. And then they did this one. But yeah, I had to get this one, man. I had to get this one. How old? Yeah, is that... Somebody just said Boadi's 18. Is he 18? Wow. 18 years of age? No, that's crazy. Well, he's even better than I thought he was then. I was looking at him genuinely thinking he was like 23 or something. That is mad. Yeah, he's so technically good. He just looks calm on the ball. Been here from Dale, rags to rags. Come on, big up that guy, man. We've been here, man. Just came from Times Square. Brazil and Knicks fans everywhere. New York might burn. Big up to C1K. I would love to be in New York right now, honestly. Like, imagine being in although the Knicks game isn't actually in New York, is it, tonight? But I'm sure they'll have a big screen up. I can imagine Times Square. I saw the videos. Streams blowing up and it ain't Arsenal. Shows you need to do more stream. Listen, things are going to change next season. Trust me, I'm going to be streaming more. I know you've heard that before, but the setup's changing and we're going to go for it, you know. More content. Because I actually... sometimes I enjoy watching non-Arsenal games more than Arsenal games. Because Arsenal games, it's just like, oh, the game's finished, we've won, I'm relieved it's over. But, yo, oh, Gabby was so out of position for that goal. The ball is absolutely unbelievable. I'm sure he hits that with the outside of his foot. No, that pass is insane. Who played that ball? That ball is unbelievable. Diaz. Oh, no, that ball is insane. Outside of the foot. Gabby needs to check his shoulder. Done. Stuck his arm out. Can't reach him. That goal gets better every time you watch it. The ball from Brahim Diaz. Wow. Outside of the foot from about 30, 40 yards. Splits both centre-backs. Nah, that is crazy. Gabby doesn't check his shoulder. In a way, though, some of the blame should go to Marquinhos. He's in front of you. You're off him, but yeah, Gabby, he's split both of them. The defending is poor. The defending is very poor. Oh no, Gabby. It's Gabby. Come on, he's missed. MJ, he never stops. Big up Cooper for the super sticker, bro. Steven said Brazil is not Brazilian. They're not at all, bro. They're playing like a European team and not a good one. Bissamfana said, not an Arsenal fan, but Sabiri would cook for you guys. Can't believe that Bayern are getting him without any real competition. Is that who's getting him? I didn't even realise. Is he at PSV, isn't he? Bayern are smart with those kind of signings. I have to admit, man, the punditry for this game will put you to sleep. I was just watching the other channel for the Switzerland game. You had Ian Wright. Ian Wright was there with his son, Bradley Wright Phillips. They were cracking jokes. You put this one on, it's like, oh, dear. You know what I mean? Diaz is playing like a Brazilian. Showing you the Vinny goal, man. Moment of the game. The thing with those players is like, you have to show him down the line there. You can't let him cut inside on his right foot. I would even over-exaggerate it, but then there's always that danger that he just goes on his left foot and crosses it. Look how easy he steps the defender and just whacks it in. That is actually the moment of the World Cup so far, because the crowd goes crazy. ITV are out in New York, BBC are in Salford. You're not wrong, you know. You're not wrong. Jokerman said, wish Kevin Campbell was on World Cup coverage. RIP Super Kev, a legend. Yeah, he would probably be working this as well, man. It's sad, man. Hey, Big C. Joe Hot Voice putting me to sleep. Are BBC there, or are they doing up green screen? I don't know. Them plants don't look real. I don't know. I know ITV are over there because they've been putting videos up on socials with the background of New York. But anyway, yeah, this coverage on BBC is, you know, making the eyelids heavy, man. We need the game back on. But listen, big up to everyone locked in. Over 2,000 of you locked in. It's 10 past midnight UK time, so appreciate the numbers. Get the likes up if you haven't already. Big C, I'm sending the bag on Vinny and Buwadi. Keep Trossard and Ben White. Call it a debt. Bro, that Buwadi, I mean, he'd cost 60 mil. I reckon you get Vinny for 140. 200 mil. 50 mil left over. Do what you can with that 50 mil. We win the league. We win the league, you bring them in. It's a green screen, innit? It looks like a green screen for BBC. It don't look the same as the ITV one, because you see a movement in the background. It's like it ain't moving. Big C, I would love Vinny at Arsenal, but he would take most of our budget. Yeah, he ain't. You could be right, but I'm pretty sure I read he's not on 500k a week. A lot of people think this. This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of things around What's he on? Vinicius earns roughly. Let's have a look. 480k euros. Oh, yeah, he is on a lot. This says 350k plus bonuses. Yeah, I mean, we don't worry about the bonuses. I mean, look, I look at it like this. Saka's on 300 grand. Vinny for 350. Run it. Run it. We got people on, we got Havertz on 275. Do you know what I mean? Come on. Come on. You can get rid of a couple of players that will pay that wage. Big C, Brawadi, Vinny, Livramento and Rogers. That would be 10 out of 10. Although I wouldn't buy Livramento. He's too injury prone. There you go. Odegaard and Jesus. And you're good to go. Keep it moving. Bro, you don't need the green screen of R9. It's, you know what I mean? We got the shirt. The green screen was absolutely going crazy as I was going live, so I just took it off. But for the next Brazil game, I'll sort it out. We will be there, guys. When do they play next? When do the French play as well? Oh, France-Senegal on Tuesday. We will be there. That is a massive game. 8 o'clock. Wednesday, England-Croatia. We'll do that. Might even do Portugal against DR Congo before that. Thursday. The games on Thursday are not amazing. Friday. USA, Australia, Scotland, Morocco. I might do USA, Balogun. Saturday. Germany, Ivory Coast. That's a good game. Brazil play Saturday in the early hours, 1:30. Haiti, they'll smash them. French on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to seeing France. That's a tough first game, though, Senegal. That'll be difficult. Big C, you can't get him for 350. He's on 350. Yeah, I hear that. He's going to want a pay rise. So, yeah, you're going to end up paying him 400 bags. But I'd pay him. I'd pay him 400 grand and give him a massive signing on fee. But let's be real. We're not doing it. Senegal will cook France. I don't see it. I don't see them cooking France. I don't know if I am doing the Knicks watch along. I can't lie, people. I think I'm going to... I could actually easily do an all-nighter tonight, couldn't I, really? Because the Knicks are on 1:30. That'll finish probably around 3 a.m. Haiti, Scotland will still be on. And then Australia, Turkey at 5 a.m. Take me through to about 7 a.m. And I can easily do all-nighters. Well, I'll be all right off tomorrow. If it goes game 7, definitely. Game 7, I believe, is back in New York as well. Oh, no, because what? They're 3-1 up. If they lose tonight, it'll be game 6. Yeah, I think game 6 is in New York. I don't know whether game 7's in New York. French manager is a fraud. I mean, he has won a World Cup, but he always seems to find a way to go a bit too defensive. He always sneaks Rabiot in the French team, or I don't know what it is with Deschamps. Didier Deschamps. But yeah, man, big up. The numbers are amazing, by the way. To have over 2,000 of you locked in is unbelievable. Nearly 2,400 of you locked in. Only one opportunity every few years to pull sports-related all-nighters. I know. Game 7's in Antonio, is it? San Antonio. Sheldon, Big C, can we please bring Vinny to the carpet? Well, half of Twitter said he had a bad attitude. Now they all want him. No, this Bawadi is crazy. Honestly, I can't believe he's 18. I can't believe he's 18. You lot have shocked me by saying that. Yeah, Bawadi is serious. That was Vinny's 50th goal for Brazil. Oh, no, sorry. It was his 50th appearance. I was going to say, that sounds a bit hard. Brazil have won every game that Vinicius has scored in. Second half coming up, people. The players are back on the pitch. Saliba deserves another French teammate. Yeah, we've never signed a French player under this manager. It's crazy. 6 for Morocco. Yeah, Bouadi, we're linked with him. 60 million. Big up Sabul. We locked in. Best content creator on YouTube. Big up yourself. Best community on YouTube. C-Unit Business. Twitter definitely ain't the place for intelligent conversation. It's just the place to have an argument. If you tweeted on Twitter and said, the sky's blue today, someone would say, I'm offended. I like red sky, you put blue, I feel awkward. It's one of them places. Like, you could praise somebody and somebody would be offended by it. Fabinho's coming on. Surely Casemiro has been sent home for a cup of Horlicks because he looks like he needs some slippers. Bouadi, is he French born? Who came off? It's got to be Casemiro. Casemiro should be sent home. Book him a flight. Ibanez and Casemiro off. Don't know how Igor Thiago survived, but Danilo, is that old school Danilo who was at Man City back in? Yo, who's he swearing at? I'm telling you, he's swearing at someone there. He could be. Look, I'm telling you. Nah, he's swearing at him there, isn't he? Danilo to Bruno G. Looked like he was swearing at him. Hey, you. Yeah, you better play better than that. It's after midnight. Do I swear? No, I don't swear, people. We keep it PG. I know it's a late night stream, but I ain't going to start cursing. We're back underway, people. We're back underway for the second half. Old school Horlicks. Well, you know, when you think about Horlicks, like when you was a kid, Horlicks seemed like a decent drink. Now I feel like it's like drinking sand, hot sand. You know what I mean? Have you ever drank Horlicks as an adult? Like, I've never drank Horlicks. You look at them drinks when he's a kid. Yeah, man, little Horlicks. Now I feel like it's like going on a beach and scooping up sand and putting hot water in it. Like, you just wouldn't want to drink that. You know what I mean? A lot of things when you're a kid. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That is hot sand. When you're a kid, you think them things are acceptable. Giving me some hot sand before bed. What's going on? Fabinho in 2026. I thought he'd retired. Here's Rafinha up against Mazraoui. That's a corner. Corner to Brazil. Brazil. Yeah, I'll be watching. Playoffs, I don't watch along, I don't know though. Hot chocolate is my hot drink, bro. I don't drink coffee. I don't mind tea, but I don't really. Hot drink, hot chocolate. Oh, that's immature. No, give me a hot chocolate. Milky. Corner to Brazil, people. Corner to Brazil. Rafinha. Come on, Gabriel. Nod one in. So MJ can calm down. Nah, leave the marshmallows, man. I'm not a big fan of marshmallows. Big up Lawrence Kurtz. I'm on a train. What's this Bouadi saying? Yo, he's balling out. Rafinha whips it in. Oh, it's cleared at the near post. Corner to Brazil. Bro, you know, he looks like one of those players who is just like super calm on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just looks so techie on the ball. Ball whipped in, goes all the way across. Vinny gets clamped that time. Never rated him. Not really. Nah, Hakeem is a soldier, man. Very good right back. One of the best. Him and Timber. Nah, not Marmite, bro. I don't like no Marmite. No Marmite at all. Sign him immediately, bro. His price probably going up. That's the problem, you know. World Cup can damage transfer targets because club go, all right, we'll sell him for 60 million. Because that's what apparently they want for Boadi, 60 million. And then you're playing like this against Brazil. They go, yeah, we want 85 million for him now. Oh, I thought Hakimi got caught there. He did well. It was a foul by Bruno Guimaraes. Big up a glow for you said, just touched down in Morocco, intimate vibe with the locals. Let's go. Look, from Uganda people, big up yourself, man. Big up your damn self. Crisps, I don't really like crisps, you know. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I just don't really eat crisps. Horlicks or Ovaltine? I thought they were like the same sort of drink. Am I confusing them? They're very similar, right? I can't really remember the difference. One's hot sand and the other one, I can't remember Oval. Like I've had Ovaltine, but I can't remember the flavour of it. I can't remember it. Now I remember what it looks like, but yeah, there's a lot of Barcola noise going around online, but I don't think it's just that point where nothing's really happening. Milo the goat, yeah, good drink, good drink. South African team, and they would have had a chance, man, but they just made silly mistakes. Just silly red cards and that. Anyway, let's have a look at this game. Mazraoui does well. He's doing all right for them. Some technically good players, Morocco, man. Fruit shoot settings. Man never let me down that time when I drank the fruit shoot. Do you think the World Cup will have a lag effect on the leagues starting in late? Yeah, I think the season will be slow at the start. Definitely. Usually is after the World Cup. This top was about 90, I think, when they re-released. About £90. Oh, Hakimi, oh, good tackle. Come on, counter-attack. Vinny Jr., let's go. Hakimi's out of position. Have a go at this centre-back. Where you got, Vinny? Step over. 3 players on him. Pulls it back. No one's there. I don't know how Thiago came out for the second half. They need to get him off. Throwing. Casemiro, generational stinker and hooked. Casemiro in that first half, mate. Honestly, played like a pensioner. Boadi played French under-21s, then he left. Wow. Happens a lot, though, don't it? Ancelotti's not happy. He's not happy. I know that was unbelievable, man. That might not never be matched. Brazil, Argentina, Copa America, 650k views. I think people thought I was showing the game live. I don't know why. I had people in the comments going, "Show me the game." I went, "That's not how a watch-along works, bro. I wish I could." Yeah, Neymar's not on the bench. He's injured first game, I think. Oi! What's going on with the... Look at the state of this, man. Cameraman's showing the halfway line. Thiago's having a shot on goal. Straight at the goalkeeper. Terrible, man. This coverage is garbage. Do you know what I'm saying? It's showing the halfway line while the ball's in that penalty area. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable, guys. Oh, guys. Come on, Rafinha. What you got? He's done him. Oh, the cross gets blocked. First time Rafinha's really got past Mazraoui. Throw into Brazil. Brazil. Is Neymar out the whole group stage? That's crazy. Watchalong was iconic, yeah. We've had some interesting streams. Arteta's the cameraman. Do you remember that time when Arsenal played that pre-season game and the guy kept wiping the camera because it was raining? He was getting like a cloth and wiping it. Vinny, 1-2. Another 1-2. Bruno, what are you doing? That's poor. Neymar's made out of cereal. Yeah, you're not wrong. Here's Vinny. That's a foul, ref. No, he doesn't give it. Play on. Give it him again. What are you doing, Igor? This Igor Thiago, mate, is absolute garbage. He's had a good season at Brentford. He could be another Johan Whistle. He could be another Johan Whistle. Had a good year at Brentford. Don't go anywhere near him. He has nowhere near the technical ability. Get him off. Yeah, Bruno's had a poor game as well. That whole midfield getting ran ragged, man. Igor Gyökeres, nah, man. Don't do up the champion like that, man. They need João Pedro. Bring on Endrick. Bring on Endrick, man. You know what I mean? We're here, people. Brazil in a World Cup. Come on. Certain teams, certain players, certain games, I'm going to turn up. Brazil is World Cup heritage, man. Hakimi is absolute, just class footballer. He's so good. Look at even that ball he's just played there with his left foot. Mazraoui's having a great game, by the way. With the new haircut, man, you know what I mean? Moroccan Phil Mitchell. Here come Morocco, edge of the box. Oy. What makes this game so entertaining is either side could win it. Morocco still look good. Brazil, I knew Paqueta was just going to walk there and get fouled. It's, ay. Why no Richarlison? I mean, why would you put Richarlison? But some of the players they've put in, kind of not. I'm kind of surprised they haven't picked him. Bring on Nelly for Vinny. Yeah, if you want to lose, Vinny's the last person you take off. Start bench sell Pep Ancelotti Ferguson. Oh, that's tough, man. That is tough. I still think that Ferguson's achievement is bigger than Pep's, but Pep's dominance is second to none. I love Ancelotti as well. I cannot. That's a tough one. I'll get back to you. I need to think about that one. That's actually so difficult to separate. Rafinha being a ghost. I've seen him a few times for Barca. He wasn't that impressive this year compared to last year. Even there, overhits the pass. Bro, Rion, I don't lie. Like, I was a fan of Martinelli. 22-23, I was like, yo, this guy could become a top winger now. You're looking, going, I'd probably sell him. Which is a shame, but is what it is. Yo, Morocco. Is that the Altanous who plays for... Thiago's not at the level, man. I'm sorry. I don't think he's at the level. He just doesn't look like a Brazilian striker, man. He's done a Johan Whistle. Nah, they need to get him off. Fred was better than Igor Thiago. I'm not even lying. Get Cunha up front or Hendrick. No, yeah, Martinelli. I mean, bro, Martinelli up front would probably be better than what we're seeing from him. Joe, remember Joe, Man City? Them Brazilian man there. You know what's like? You know what's funny with Brazil? It kind of it relates to the players a little bit as well, but you know, like Brazilians always had like proper like Brazilian football names: Romario, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and then all of a sudden, Fred, Joe. You know what I mean? You're like, what's going on here? Like that, they don't even sound Brazilian. And it kind of sums up how their team went downhill as well. I have to admit, I put the I put Brazil as an outsider, but I don't think they're winning anything playing like this. How good was Robinho, by the way? How skillful was he, man? Yeah, Arthur. You know what I mean? Arthur and Fred in midfield. You're like, bro, this ain't Brazil, man. Come on, Rafinha, what you got, man? That's a good ball. But, oh, look, man. Vinny's got 3 players on him. Paqueta had a bad touch. They start again. How did João Pedro not make the squad? Unbelievable. Thiago. Anyway, what we got? 30 minutes to go, people. Yeah, Hendrick. Bring on Hendrick or Cunha, or bring on both. Take Paqueta off. Put Cunha in the 10. Put Hendrick up front, man. Cunha! I like Cunha, man. I'd have took him at Arsenal when he was at Wolves. Wagner Love. Nah, that is old school. They're like football manager legends, man. Used to sign them players on football manager. Julio Cesar. Oh, that pass is poor, man. You see, I can explain. Brazilians often name people their English equivalent names as nicknames. In Brazil, often people will give their children various nicknames and even name their kids out. Okay, Fizz. Paqueta looks washed. Yeah, not good enough. Over 2,000 of you in the chat on a vibe along. Smash a like and subscribe. Big up to that guy, man. Great numbers, people. 12:30 at night. Here we go, Cunha. Who's the other one? Luis Henrique. I don't know too much about him. Paqueta's off. He honestly, just get Neymar fit. Paqueta ain't good enough. Luis Henrique. Is he a winger? Why do I think he was a... Ego Thiago off. Nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near. Nowhere near good enough. I can't believe Hendrick is not on the pitch. Hendrick is the young star of Brazil who had a good season and you're just benching him and not bringing him on. What is going on? Cunha! Yeah, I rate Cunha, man. Cunha up front now, I think. Where does that Luis Henrique play? He's right wing. Rafinha in the 10, I think. Come on, Brazil. We need that late winner. I did say 2-1. Big up Mr. Guna DV who said best content on YouTube. Big up yourself, bro. Yeah, Boadi has been so impressive. Like, just so calm on the ball. Progressive with his passing. I can't believe he's 18. I thought he was like 23. I mean, listen, I'm not saying Hendrick is amazing, by the way, but at least he's active. Pato could have been an unbelievable striker. His pace was ridiculous, but the injuries got the better of him. I think Pato at AC Milan, I thought he was going to be unbelievable. Can we get a late winner? Is Bruno Guimaraes, who hasn't had a great game, gets fouled, wins a free kick. Bebeto and Dunga and Romario, them days there, man. Unreal. Referee camera angle. Adriano, one of the best left foots of all time. 99 shot power on Pro Evo. Favorite horror film? You know what? I don't really like horror films, you know. I watched the Saw movies back in the day, but Yeah, I don't really watch horror films like that, man. Thiago is the Brazilian Gyökeres. Hey, that's scandalous. Gyökeres a Premier League winner, bro. Thiago is the Brazilian Johan Whistle. Brentford, one good season and then not very good. Um, Double change for Morocco. What we got left? 27 minutes. I just realised Amrabat is on the bench for them. Brazil still haven't brought on Martinelli or Endrick or Rayon. Fabiano. Was his mouth bleeding then? I didn't even see it. El Canus and Unahi are off. And who's coming on? Romario's still to this day one of the best strikers I've ever seen. One of the best finishers. Talbi and El Marabet coming on. Yeah, man, like people diss Gyökeres, bro, but Havertz, what has Havertz done? We won the league with Gyökeres up front, whatever we think of him, to be honest. Horror movie, watch Everton for 90 minutes. I hear it. I hear it. Big up Damjan. Try and go about 4 times a week, man, to the gym. World Cup is missing skillful players like Saka. Unreasonable. You've been very upset with Saka this season, aren't you? Very upset. Like, I'm annoyed, but you're like very annoyed with him. Anyway, we're back underway, people. 25 minutes to go. Come on, give us a late winner. We need that drama. We need that drama. Best centre forward for me is R9, Pele, and Henry. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't argue. Wouldn't argue with any of them. I always just say that Romario is one of the first strikers that I really studied the way he finished. He's just unbelievable. Brazil on the counter-attack. Cunha down by the corner flag. Just so much better than Igor Thiago, technically. You take Brahim Diaz at Arsenal. Technically, he's fantastic. Where would you play him? Is he better off the right or in the 10? Good ball by Vinny. Finds Rafinha. It's a good ball. Rafinha headed away. Comes out edge of the box. Here come Brazil. Oh, good block. Big up to you, man. Uncle Wapaps, who said, it's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Big up on your birthday, bro. Big up on your birthday. Have a great day, man. Majestic, Whistle or Havertz? Genuinely, Havertz is better than him. Do you know he is? He's better than him. What's the best celebration at the world? Oh, Roger Miller's is iconic, isn't it? Brazil on the attack. Ball whipped all the way across. Goes out for a throw-in. Dangerous ball, that, by Rafinha. You want somebody to attack that. Roger Miller's one of the most iconic World Cup celebrations, man. Do you know what I mean? It was just unbelievable. Start dancing, you know what I'm saying? It was just a vibe, wasn't it? Goes down in the history books, that one. Still think, was it Bebeto when he done the baby celebration? That was a good one. Come on, Brazil, you got to go for this game, man. The problem is now that you can draw 2 games and win one and get through your group. So I don't think teams now are desperate to win their group. I mean, looking at Brazil's group, they've got Scotland and Haiti. Do you know what I mean? So they're going to batter Haiti, aren't they, and get through. Even if you finish 3rd, there's a good chance you'll get through. Julio Baptista, yeah, there's a break in play here, water break. We got some water here, people. 23 minutes to go. Do you rate Madueke? I feel is. Do you rate Barcola? I feel like he's Madueke 2.0. He's not amazing. He's definitely not amazing. I think he's better than Noni, but not much better. Not much better at all. Well, usually they play adverts during the water break, but because it's on BBC and they don't show adverts on this channel, but on other channels now they do the adverts. Was it Romario, not Bebeto? I forget that. Why do I think it was Bebeto who did the baby celebration? How did Thiago get in over João Pedro? Yeah, it's unbelievable. Big up to you, bro, for the birthday shout out. Are we going to get a late winner? 22 minutes ago. How much would Prime Rooney be in this market? MJ, I'll be honest, usually we're arguing and stuff. He would be, I mean, you're asking about Prime Rooney. I mean, Elliot Anderson's 120 million. He's twice as good as him. You know what I'm saying? He's twice as good as him. So, Prime Wayne Rooney is one of the best English players of all time, in my opinion. Um, that when he just went to Man United, and yeah, he was phenomenal. Jersey, yeah, Pro Direct. I got it a couple years ago, man. It was they re-released quite a few Brazil shirts. I think there might even be one out now. True. Brazil. Oh no, it looks like it's sold out now. Oh, oh no, that's a training kit. They are still about though. Do you know what? I'm actually very surprised that we've never broke the Neymar transfer record. When you see players like Anderson 120 and stuff, I'm really surprised we haven't seen like a 250 million pound player. 86 degrees. Yeah, listen, World Cup in the summer in America, some of those venues, Mexico as well, Canada. The heat is going to be horrendous. Yeah, that yawn just grabbed me out of nowhere. The water break. I don't need the water break. I need the game to continue. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. South Africa. Bafana Bafana. That was a good one. Wouldn't be surprised if we signed Mudryk. Yeah, probably. We love a Chelsea leftover. What's happened to the quality of players? I honestly think it's the coaches. I really do. I think players are so overcoached that individual brilliance just doesn't, it's not allowed to thrive in the same manner. Because these players they've got better facilities, they've got more science behind it. They study, they know how to handle their training and their nutrition and their sleep and everything. You've got the best of everything. So how are the players not better than they used to be? But then somebody said to me the other day, which I thought was a great point, was this is all sports. This isn't just a football thing. If you look at tennis, are the tennis players better now? Oh, corner, could be offside there though. Yeah, I think he's offside. If you look at tennis, are the tennis players as good? Are the cricket players as good? Where's the Tendulkar, the Brian Lara, I don't know. Other sports, I look at other sports and I look at similar things. I think, well, it looked like it was better 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So I don't know if it's just sport in general. But football, I think, is too much coaching, too much money as well. I honestly think money is a major part of the problem in football. You've got youth team players at Chelsea getting 20, 30 grand a week, players that haven't even played for the first team. Imagine being 18 and you're on 30 grand a week and you've come from nowhere. You're 18, you're getting 30 grand a week in your bank. Is your hunger going to be the same for the game? You've got to keep players hungry. You got to keep them motivated that, you can be successful, you can be rich. You got to keep driving and driving. I think a lot of it is the money as well. They get too much too quick. And as I said, yeah, lack of street ballers, because the coach wants to get hold of you and say, right, even though you play football, this Buwadi, right, I know it sounds like I'm glazing him. Like, he's just played a simple, 10-yard pass, but he's so technically good. Competition got better. Yeah, I think what's happened is lower teams are better. Mid-table teams are better. You look at Bournemouth. This is probably the best Bournemouth in the history of that football club. Do you know what I mean? I show speed with R9 and the PSG chairman. What I love now is R9 speaks English now. Back in the day, he never spoke English. But yeah, oh, Bouadi's just class. Look how calm he is on the ball. It's a joke. Just bringing the ball out of the air and casually turning. That kid is top quality. But yeah, yeah, everything is so tactical now, man. It's so. And like I said, when we were talking about Brazil, any young Brazilian talent, they're going to take him straight to Europe for the money. And by the time he becomes a pro, he won't even play like a Brazilian. Here come Morocco on the attack, 17 minutes to go. Can we get a late winner? Plus, as well, people are playing more games. Do you know what I mean? Speed's live streaming, 100K watching. He's cleaning up, bro. He's genuinely everything he does. He's just dominating, isn't he? 184,000 people watching him live. Crazy. Kaka's there as well, Roberto Carlos. Yeah, no, I have to do that. I have to do that. I gotta get the Starlink thing, man, so that I can, so that we can do streams. Arsenal tour would be good, wouldn't it, with all the players there and that. Maybe I get the Meta sunglasses, and then I don't know. We'll see. Rather watch Curtis than Speed no glaze. I agree. Speed's gonna be a billionaire. He will, man. He will. People always throw that Illuminati thing. Is that I haven't like read up on it, but is he? Is he? Are those accusations based off anything, or are people just hating on him? But last time when we mentioned him, about 4 people said that as well. I think the floor's higher football wise. I think the lower teams have got better because now they've got money, they've got facilities, they've got training grounds that's enabling them to get better players. But I think that the top teams have dropped. I think that's the problem. Big up the community locked in, man. Appreciate the support. Game is missing Martinelli. Do you know what? I still might. I still might. But the tickets are a disgrace. They're genuinely more expensive than I thought. I thought you'd easily be able to go over there and watch games at a decent price. They're stinging at everyone. Everything has gone up. You know what I mean? They say he's a plant. Oh, okay, is that what people are saying? Well, the thing is, I've been to America the last few years on the tours, but for the World Cup, they've just gone mad. Like you've got to spend so much money, especially if you want to go to the good games and see the bigger nations. But you never know. I might pop up there, man. Quarterfinals or something. Ah, oh, Morocco could be in. Pulled across, cleared away. Brazil haven't been great second half, I'll be honest. 1.5 to 3K to watch this game. See what I mean? And this is a group game. Big C, I'm in the States. I'm staying inside with the AC watching these games. I don't blame you, George, man. I do not blame you. Well, that's the thing, innit? You have to weigh up whether are they industry plants or are they just really successful and people are hating on them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the detail. Big events are always into. Yeah. I notice. Obviously, I've been very fortunate that I've been able. Oh, Vinny could be in left hand side. He's isolated the defender, pulls it back. Oh, straight at the keeper, Rafinha. Best chance of the half for Brazil. Keeper's hurt his leg. I thought Vinny was just going to square up that defender there and twist him up. Pulled it back to Rafinha. Doesn't quite wrap his foot around it. Hits it straight at the keeper. But what were we talking about? Speed. Yeah, it's when people are really successful, sometimes people just throw those things at them to say, you know, how have you been so successful with no real, you know, background? But I don't know. Listen, I don't know the story behind it, so I don't know if there is anything in it. But I think he's just tearing up the game. Do you know what I mean? And then when you look at, you know, young black kid from, I think he's from Detroit, one of the most famous people on the planet right now. And I'll be honest, I loved his stream in the Caribbean. I thought that was amazing. You know, it made the Caribbean look really positive, you know what I mean, and did some good things over there. But listen, I don't know. You guys probably know more than me about him. Brazil making changes. Mazraoui's off, El Khanoussi's off, Salah Ad-Din is on, former Arsenal youngster from Morocco. Now Neymar's injured, bro. He's not available for the first couple. Still no Martinelli. Still no Martinelli. Bruno Guimaraes comes off. Who was that coming on? Danilo Santos. That the guy who was at Forest? Man's a dread man now. I remember when we were trying to sign him, when Edu was it. Oh, he's from Cleveland, is he? Apologies. I thought he was from Detroit. Maybe his dad's from Detroit. I'm sure I heard him mention Detroit. Cat Williams said it. Yeah, hate is comes with success, right? Was that their last sub? No Endrick. Cooked, bro. Cooked. Need Brazil to go for it. Have them in a combo bet, said David. Yeah, this ain't looking good. Is this Brazil's worst ever team? I actually still think, though, if they pick the right 11, they would look a lot better. But this ain't the right 11. But they don't have the right system, do they? They really don't. Stephen said 15-year-old boy scored 700 plus runs in the IPL. Boy, there was more sixers in the tournament compared to everyone. Broke the Chris Gale record. That's crazy. 15 years of age. That is mad. Morocco win a throw. No, he keeps it in. 10 minutes to go. Second half hasn't been great. Bouadi. Brazil been underwhelming for ages. Yeah, I think I got caught up in Brazil hype. R9 and that. This is far from R9. Come on, Vinny. What you got on the break? Vinny and Rafinha. They haven't got enough help. It's just those two. Here's Rafinha. Look, they've got multiple players back. Just look at Arsenal haters, yeah. It's from Cincinnati. His mum is there. Dad is in Detroit. Oh, yeah, I know I heard something about Detroit. Brazil on the attack. Good run. Cunha, as he won a corner. Ref's given a... He has given a corner. Cunha's done well there. We need that Gabriel header for absolute Arsenal scenes here. Was that a corner? No. Blatant goal kick. He's changed his mind. Laser said people hate the kid worked hard, daily streams, 10 plus hours, large Fortnite fan base. Yeah, I don't know too much about Speed sort of come up through YouTube, but I think what he's doing, you have to respect what he's doing, man. Them tours are incredible. Only the first match, big teams start slow. Yeah, I just think the problem with this team, it looks like they're relying too heavily on two players, Rafinha and Vinny. They got a lot. Oh, Bass Pack could be short. Oh, Rafinha couldn't reach it. Bro, the tickets for Argentina and Portugal are insane. Cheapest tickets are $1,400. And the furthest possible seats, better seats are near 3,000. Yeah, Messi and Ronaldo, you know, they're going to want to see every game. It's going to be their last World Cup. So every game that they're involved in, you know, are going to be, they're going to get more and more expensive as the tournament goes on as well. That's the thing. Watched him like a firework teddy bear in his bedroom at 16. I can't you watch. Mad thinking about a bunch of bro. Speed is just there. VAR changed the decision like this rule. VAR should get involved though. Oscar was always a good player, wasn't he, for Brazil? Don't see that jersey disrespecting my Brazil. Oh. R9, bro. R9. Swear Argentina lost their first game in Qatar. Did they? Did Argentina lose their first game in World Cup in the last World Cup? I can't remember. Yeah, wasn't there a shock in their first game? Let me check. Argentina. Who did they lose to? Was it Saudi? Yeah, Saudi. Yeah, Saudi. And they won the tournament. Yeah, I mean, but Messi was firing. You know what I mean? They're gonna need. They're gonna need Vinny and them to turn up. Saudi, yeah. I remember that game actually now. Buadi is absolute baller. Absolute baller. I'm just checking about zero. Yeah. You know what? I just realized what he was saying. Actually, you know, when you read a comment and you don't really take it in, he was saying this obviously was the re-release kit from France '98. At the time, Brazil had only won 4 World Cups. They won 2002 World Cup, so because it was re-released, they put it as the 4 stars, which is where they were at '98. On my mind, when you said that comment, I was thinking, what's he on about 5 stars? Yeah, Brazil won 2002. This was World Cup '98. So there was another star added after this one. Yeah, Saudi beat them. And then I remember they just got better throughout the tournament. We got to get a goal here, man. Zizou. Was it, what, is he there? Why is everyone putting Zidane? Have I missed him on the screen? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, like, I don't mean to exaggerate, but those players are just Zidane, R9, Ronaldinho, Henry, those guys. There's more, obviously, but when you see them on screen, you just look and go, you're just better than any footballer I've ever watched play the game, really. Like, outside of Messi as well and CR7 and them. But those guys are just like pinnacle of the game. You know, like your parents would say, oh, back in my day, and you go, oh, come off it with all that old talk, man. You know what I mean? But now I'm saying that. I'm like, yo, you're hyping up these players. We were watching Zidane, R9, Ronaldinho, Henry. They'd all be the best player in the world right now. We used to, when it used like Ballon d'Or time, it was like, yo, it could be R9, it could be Ronaldinho, it could be Kaká, it could be Henry, it could be Zidane, could be Figo. Now, we've just basically had 15 years of, yeah, Messi or Ronaldo. Messi, Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Messi, you know what I mean? Crazy. I genuinely think that late 90s, early 2000s is the pinnacle of football. The absolute pinnacle. I don't think there's ever been a better generation than that. And it's hard for me to say that because obviously I wasn't watching football in the 70s and the 80s and stuff like that. But I genuinely think late 90s, early 2000s, that was the pinnacle of football. I don't think there's been a better generation in the game. Um, no, he's mad. He's just so good on the ball. And what I like about him is the passing is progressive. It ain't like he's just playing it sideways, Boadi, and keeping it. It's like, yo, forward. Just pure confidence. Man is a baller. Can't believe Brazil have made all their changes and haven't brought Hendrick on. New York Knicks are like Arsenal. We're basically the footballing equivalent. They're the basketball equivalent. I think the Knicks will get over the line this time. I can't lie. I think they will. Yeah. Bro, relax, man. Henry is a World Cup winner, a Euros winner, a Champions League winner, a Premier League winner, an Invincible, an FA Cup winner. I think a 3 or 4 time Golden Boot winner in the Premier League. What are we doing? What are we doing here? You can never downplay Thierry and get away with it, bro. He's one of the absolute goats. Big up to the community. It's nice to see you guys happy. It's a weight lifted off Big C now since you guys are champions. Happy for you guys. Bro, genuinely, I think next season I will be watching football in a totally different way. I've been watching Arsenal like survival football, like can we win this game? Can we win this title every week? Next season, I will be watching football, hopefully with a bit more freedom and a bit more relaxed and enjoyment. Like, I'll be honest with you, right? This Solace that we're linked with today, in previous seasons, I'd probably be having meltdowns about that. Not that he's a bad player, I haven't watched enough of him, but I'd just be like, no, what are we doing signing this guy, man? Where now I'm like, yo, we won the league, man. Let's see how it works out. Let's see how it works out. I think Arsenal are like the Knicks because, like, massive club, massive fan base, big history, but not enough modern history. Do you know what I mean? Beginning to trust the process. Well, the thing is, winning the league changes my outlook on things. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted the league title. I wanted to see Arsenal win the league, and we've won it. Were we amazing? Not really, but oh, that's a great ball. Rafinha needs support. Whipped it in. Oh, the cross is too high. 10 minutes added on. Come on, we need that late Brazil winner. Cunha overhits the pass. We won the league, man. So, but I want that Champions League now, people. I'm greedy, and I want trophies. FA Cup, give me that. Carabao Cup, yeah, bring it. Community Shield, yeah. Even that shiny dinner plate, I want that. I want the team photo. I want to see boom, boom, boom trophies. I want a run now. But I need that star. Come on, Vinny, cooked him. Oh, Hakimi's done well. Corner. He's not happy either. You know why? Because he left him 1v1. That's why Vinny's so good, people, because Vinny being 1v1 is a problem for the right back. He's like, yo, why didn't I have cover? He actually done well to block that for a corner. Come on, big Gabby. Straight off them veneers. If Gabby scores the winner now, scenes, Arsenal-Brazil link-up. 8 minutes to go. Come on. Cunha to take the corner. Cunha's got to start the next game. He's done more in 10 minutes than Thiago did in 80 minutes. MJ's definitely a Man U fan that loves Thierry Henry. Cunha whips it in. Ah, keeper punches it away. Come on, he crossed it too soft. Cunha, you're running down a blind alley here. Wins another corner. He was trying to get a free kick. Yeah, this Brazil team desperately needs a midfielder that can keep the ball, man. Big up Q Drama. Laser said Hakimi, absolute, probably the best right back in the world. But whipped in. Oh, keeper does well. Brazil win it back. This is a chance. Gets to the byline. Oh, what are you doing? You got to cross that. Danilo. Aye. Should have rolled that across goal, man. Prem Brazilian ballers are mid. Vinny is world class, says T. Vinny's quality. Samad said, hey, see which team were unable to be drawn in the DR draw. Were unable. I don't know. I got Colombia in the draw, Samaz. T. Yeah. Vinny would be a game changer. Morocco on the attack. 7 minutes to go. Still feel like there could be a late winner. Either side could score a winner here. Looks offside. He's not. Oh, he's twisted him. Whipped him back post, headed away. We haven't had many big chances in this second half. Nah, nah. This Buwadi, I'm telling you now. I mean, the only thing I will say, and you always have to remember this, international football is slower than the Premier League. So when you pick up that ball in midfield, you're going to get more time and space. You know, in the Prem, control, bang, Sunderland away in the middle of December. You control it, bang, man's just clattering into you. This is 35-degree heat in New York, you know what I mean? These men can't press too much. Corner to Morocco. Gabby wiped him out there. I thought that might have been a foul. Centre midfielders are always going to look better in an international tournament in the heat. You ain't going to get pressed. Yeah, Zubomendi, remember when he came on in the Euros final? He absolutely bossed England. French league is techie. And you know what? The French league is aggressive as well. It's a very aggressive league. I think along with the Prem, I'd say it's one of the most aggressive leagues in Europe. But he's a baller. New Jersey. Yeah, I went to that stadium. Brilliant. Hard to get out of, though. Corner to Morocco. Can they get a late winner? Whipped into the back post, headed away. We'll go out for a throw to the Moroccans. What we got left? 5 minutes to go. 10 minutes added on. Gabriel looks tired, which worries me. Long season. He had an injury in the middle of it. Now he's going to play maybe 6 games, 7 games for Brazil. A lot of these players are going to be tired, man. Tuoli reports that Buwadi is being pursued by Arsenal and PSG. The Moroccan international preference would be to remain in France, but he has been impressed. Thing is, at 18, a lot of these guys, they don't want to leave France. Do you know what I mean? That was what Wenger said about Mbappe when we went to sign him when he was 17 at Monaco. He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave France at that age. Still young, you want to be in your own country. It's a place where you're familiar. So it wouldn't surprise me if he went to PSG. But he looks class. Morocco look the more likely at the moment. Fabinho fouls him. Free kick about 40 yards out. World Cup, do you know what? I tried to sort of plan it like, okay, if I was to fly there, hotel, ticket. It's genuinely the ticket prices, bro. Cheapest tickets are like $300. And you're talking like the games that you're probably not in a rush to watch. Like people were saying in the chat, you want to watch Messi for Argentina? $1.5K for the nosebleed seats. It's like, bro, the outlay that you've got to spend to watch and that's just one game. I want to go there and watch 3 or 4 games. You could genuinely spend 10 grand in a week watching 3 or 4 games. It's just not. I'm not that desperate to watch it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. Thoughts on Buwadi? This game looks confident. It looks class. Looks class. I need to see more of him though. You know what I mean? But you can tell straight away when a player is just technically gifted. He's so calm on the ball. It looks like it's easy for him. But I'll be interested to see him against a midfield that presses him a bit more. You're playing against Casemiro like he's running in quicksand. And even Bruno Guimaraes didn't look very good. And I rate him. So, but he looks quite tall as well. Spending a fortune to watch paint dry. Exactly, man. It's just, it's risky as well, isn't it? That's the other thing. It's risky. Really need a brand deal. Well, again, because with me, there's pros and cons. Like, I'm doing everything. You know, I've spoken to people about, you know, management companies before. Listen, you know, you work with us. We'll send you to events. We'll do this. We'll get you this. But you got to pay 10% of the earnings each month. And I'm like, yo, come out of here, man. You ain't taking none of the, you know what I mean? This, that, the other. So there's pros and cons with that. You work with a management company, they'll probably send you to the World Cup and get free tickets. Always drop. Allison drops it, but saves the rebound. Aye, aye, aye. So yeah, man, is you know, it is what it is. I rather do it without the management company personally. You know what I mean? Stay independent, man. It's like these rappers, in it. They sign to these big labels, but then they're controlling you. So I think it's better to stay in control of, you know, what you're doing. These companies, they want you to do this, do that. Nah, man, allow it. It's a good save, yeah. I thought he was going to catch it. What we got? This could be the last chance of the game. Morocco corner, 99th minute. Hakimi outswinger, terrible cross, overhits it. 35 seconds to go. I said nobody lives in New York. They survive. The Big Apple. Gone all the way back to the Moroccan keeper. Brazil have done nowhere near enough. If Jamaica were in the World Cup, would you go? I would have I reckon almost certainly I would have been there. Almost certainly I would have been there. But yeah, they did. They did the foolishness. There we go, full time. Full time whistle goes, people. Brazil won, Morocco won. I tell you what, you'd expect Morocco to qualify. They look very good, very calm on the ball. As for Carlo Ancelotti, he needs to hit the drawing board. That starting 11 is not good enough. You need to change that. You cannot be turning up with Casemiro and Igor Thiago. You can actually learn a lot of do's and don'ts from Robbie. Yeah. Listen, when you're around people who've done well, you have to learn and listen. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when people make mistakes, learn from that as well. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, people, I am out of here. The Knicks starts in 25 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be doing a watch along for it. I'm going to be honest. But I will probably be back on tomorrow anyway. Maybe the Holland-Japan game, I think. Buhadi, man of the match. Very good. Very, very good. But listen, big up to everyone. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. 2,250. Really enjoyable watch along. We'll get started with the World Cup now. I'm sort of cherry picking games. I'm not doing just every day. It's got to be a game, one of the big teams, or a game that really excites us. But yeah, big up to everyone locked in, and hit the like button, and I will see you tomorrow, people. Bless.